Well, so far so good. Cannon barrel's lifting it up. It's a short little stubby thing, but it's like 275 pounds. And the reason it's pretty heavy is because it's thick. It's a 2 1/4 bore. So we got to roll this out and bring the carriage in here. It's probably going to go up a little higher though. It does need to go a little higher. And hopefully get it on here. You know what I need to do? Straighten it out before I freaking roll this thing out. Get this more perpendicular so I can turn it sideways. It should go on there. Well, that looks about right. It's about the right angle. Let's see what happens here. It should just drop right in place. I'm gonna take those caps off first though. Well, a little measurement error here. It's I guess the bottom of the barrel. I never looked at how this was mounted. It had to be mounted like this, and I think this was scooped out, so I'm grinding it down and measuring it till it fits. It's almost there. Hey, Murphy's Law, what else is new? So that's it. Keep going. Well, there she is. It doesn't need an elevation screw because it's kind of like on there tight. It fits in that U-shaped thing in the wood. Just bolts down there. Screw it. You know, Sons of Confederate. It's like commemorative cannon. It makes noise for like occasions. That's what it's going to do. It's not going to be for like contests and trying to shoot holes in something, whatever. It's not even going to be used for projectiles. Just for it takes 4 ounces, 4 ounces to 5.3. But I'm going to use 4. That's what he told me. So we got the big 40-foot flag out there. We got the South Carolina flag out there. We got the Confederate cannon, Sons of Confederate Veterans. The forest flag over there, 12-star, in the Army of North Virginia. And of course we have the El Camino. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that up in the El Camino without a ratchet puller or something. It's pretty heavy. It's I think it's 600 pounds total. And you know, if I get any shit from people giving me some crap, I mean, I'm going to get pissed off at that shit, because the people give you crap. I'm not trying to make it into some. It's just a commemorative cannon. It's like you make noise on, Confederate Memorial Day, or April 26th, or 4th of July, or General Lee's birthday, or Jackson's birthday, or if we go to maybe the Captain Wirtz ceremony up in Georgia, or whatever we got around here. It's so that's what it's for. It's not meant to be a reenactment cannon or anything like that. So looks like that flag needs to be fixed up there. It's twirled around. Get that fixed. Somehow it was what the hell happened with it? So it's okay now. And this is the back of it. It's not perfect, no way, but it ain't bad. It ain't bad. I'm telling you, if I knew it was gonna be this much work, I probably wouldn't have done it. God, but it wasn't that bad on money. You can hear my air conditioner in the back too. I got to get the motor fixed on it. Stupid compressor motor, or the condenser fan motor, squeaking. I mean, it doesn't look bad. I mean, from a distance, nobody's gonna frickin' know. I mean, people that know cannons, they'll say, yeah, but it is. I'm not trying to make it into something that it's not. But I will get mad if somebody gives me a lot of shit about it. It's especially somebody who would never do this in a million years. Who would not, they take their car through the car wash. They live in a gated community. They have their lawn mowed. They have a sprinkler system. Basically they don't. You know what I mean? They put their uniform on and go to an event. Basically, that's what they do, which is fine. But I just hope nobody. Usually, that's the kind of person I give a shit. But we shall see. But that's why I'm with Dixie Defenders. They're a lower dollar camp. Lower dollars means they do more. People, and that's not always the case, but God, if we got some money, if the people with the money were putting into well, I don't know. I don't really think it. I take this stuff as more than heritage. That's why YouTube don't like it. So it's about freedom. They don't like freedom. They want control. complete control. So, yeah, I hope that flag is unfurled now. I think I got it right. It was, they get stuck sometimes, but not that bad. That one is really, the one up there is blowing good. I just changed that one out about a month ago. So, yeah, it looks pretty good. It doesn't look bad. So, just gonna stare and look at it a little while. I mean, I know what's wrong with it. I know where it's, you know, but when you just stand back and look at it, it looks okay. It ain't bad. And the wheels on it are bigger than a mountain howitzer. It's a 44. Usually they run 38 or 42 for the prairie. It's a little wider. So, and I'm not sure why that thing was made for that barrel. And I know it's kind of scooped out, and I didn't, well, maybe because I used bigger wood too, you know, but whatever, it's on there. It's on there, screw it. Ain't too bad. You could, you know, you get up close, you can see certain things aren't really perfect on it and stuff, but whatever. It ain't bad. And this thing, I got the, what I'm going to use for the, I'm going to make a couple more tools. I'll show you something else too. Okay, the South Carolina flag is blowing fine. And the lady just delivered the mail. And she thought it was an antique. And I said, no, I just made it. I'm damn exhausted, man. You see, the average person doesn't know. They don't know. It looks like an old cannon. They don't know. The average person has no clue. So, what I got this piece of wood here. It's here. This is going to be for the ramrod, right? That's the ramrod. Cheap, right? And I'm going to make a thing with the sponge and a little thing with the hooks on it to pull out the debris. If I have to wash it out, I'm going to have to lift the back of it up real high and let it drain, you know, wash it out with water. And the way you fire it, this thing just uses a regular musket percussion cap, which is freaking great. There's no friction fuse or nothing, just a number 11 musket percussion cap. And I think you make a little thing in tin foil. I can make one out of a vitamin bottle, 4 ounces of powder. You fold it up in a little packet, then you push it down there with the ramrod, then you pierce the bag, you put the thing on there, percussion cap, and then I just put an extra bolt on here because this thing doesn't seem heavy enough to freaking nail it hard. You do that, and it goes boom. So, and it should work. And she just delivered one of these things. I got 2 of these coming. Both of them are only like 28 bucks, made in the United States, believe it or not. They're not really super strong, but they're waterproof. There's going to be one on each side, and I'm going to make a metal bracket for the flagpole. And this way the trail will go right between. This way I don't have to go pulling that thing out. I'll have one on each side. One on this side, and one on that side. And then you can just roll right in there. So, and I'm going to make a metal mount for the freaking flagpole. I'm not done, and I am freaking exhausted, man. Just dragging out that engine hoist and stuff in this heat. Doing all that grinding. I had to scoop out. See how much wood I scooped out here in front? I had to just grind that all out just now. It's a lot of grinding, man. See that? See how much that freaking wood I had to grind out? So, it's good enough. Maybe I'll go over with some touch-up paint or something later, but it's good enough. Freaking exhausted. And it's not a toy. It's I could I don't know, maybe later I could figure out a way to do something with it. I don't really care about the elevation screw because I'm not going to use it to try to like fire it for accuracy and try to hit a target. It's strictly like a commemorative type cannon for like events. So we got the cannon, This really looks Confederate over here, don't it? Got a cannon. We got flags up there, right? It's pretty. And this cannon, that should be able to fit on that thing, and I should be able to haul it short distances with this, like the Suzuki. But that's more. I got more shit I got to do because I got to make. To use that, I'm gonna have to make 2 channels for the wheels to go into. And right now, I'm ready. I'm just about ready to fall over. That's how freaking tired I am, man. You can hear that air conditioner back there, man. The guy's gonna come over there tomorrow and fix it. I gotta get the number off the freaking compressor fan, whatever the hell it is. I could change that shit myself, probably. But by the time the part comes in, we'd be waiting 2 weeks without air conditioning. I'm like, screw that shit. It's freaking already hot. I should have. What I didn't do is I should have turned the air conditioning on in the wintertime a few times. I usually do that. I went to turn it on. The motor didn't turn, and it heated up real bad. And basically, if I would have stopped it and rotated the motor or something, and it didn't heat it up the motor, it would have been fine. But anyway, so yeah, it's good like that. I'm glad, you know, now I don't have to make an elevation screw. It's just going to sit like that. It's sitting upward, and you know, it's like if I would have screwed up if it was pointed straight forward, because you want to point it upward, because even though there's no projectile in it, that blast, shit, I don't know how far it goes, man, at least probably 100 feet easy. So you want it pointed up. There's a danger with the blast alone, and there could be debris inside the cannon, which you put like a little stone or something. I don't know, maybe not stone, maybe there wouldn't be debris in there, but you never know. There could be something, piece of something from something. So you want to always point it up. So I like it though. It's a nice color. It's like an olive drab, but it's I think it's called Midnight Attack or something. But I was trying to just get olive drab. I'm not gonna go freaking nuts trying to freaking painting around the wheels with the black and stuff. Fuck the hell with that shit. It's just I'm leaving it the hell alone. I might maybe put the rope thing on it in the middle, because the rope thing might come in handy, but depends on it. You know, I don't know. Do I need it? I don't know, not really. It's good enough the way it is, man. So we're putting it away now. And took a shower just before I started doing this, and I need another shower. I am exhausted as all hell. I got up early to do this because you probably hear some thunder going in the background. But that's besides the air conditioning. What happens in Florida, rains like crazy afternoon to early evening, just like every freaking day, man. And that's why I didn't get the barrel on. You know, yesterday I got up early to do this shit. I made sure I was up by crack of dawn. You know, started working on this shit. I ran into all those stupid problems. But now I'm looking at it. I'm freaking happy. It's not. I'm happy. The whole thing was about $2,000. I mean, you can't beat that shit. I mean, somebody's gonna say $2,000. Well, go look what the hell they cost, man. And I seen one that was a really good one for $5,000 years ago on Arms List. Try to find one today. They're not that much. They're more than that, man. They're more like 10 and up. And I'm talking, you know, I mean, it'd be better cannon, but freaking $10,000. I wouldn't buy a cannon for $10,000, man. It's just good. It's good enough. And the powder runs like $18 a pound, but there's shipping and there's hazard fee. So maybe next time I might buy like 5 pounds, because this way there'll be one-time shipping, and see if next time they do a free hazard fee ship. When, you know, they have a sale, a free hazard fee. Then this way I buy 5 pounds. So, you know, 5 times, that'll be $90 plus maybe 20 for shipping or 15 for shipping. So it'll be a little over 100. But with 5 pounds, I got 20 shots. And that should last me I mean, if I shoot it twice on Confederate Memorial Day, say if I go to 3 or 4 events and I shoot it, say I go to 4 events and I shoot it twice, that's 8 times. So that's 2.5 years worth of freaking shit, right? So that should be good to go. Anyway, cannons, they're louder though. I mean, it's definitely gonna be a bigger boom than this one, but you know, they use a 1/2 pound, and it's twice as much money every time you shoot it. Plus, you know, I could fit this in the back of the El Camino. It is, you know, for 600 pounds is freaking light as shit compared to these other ones. Are like, I don't know what the hell they are, 1,600 pounds or some shit. I don't know what they are. They're a lot more than this. And I'm happy with it, man. I'm looking at this thing now. I'm happy with it. It ain't a work of art. It's not. But I can tell you the truth. Maybe nobody's gonna give me shit about it. But if somebody does, I mean, I get some stupid shit about some. I get some GQ mofo who fucking give me shit about it. They're gonna piss me off. I'm gonna tell you that right now, because you know it's sort of like it's the same thing with cars, motorcycles. You know, I don't have an Arlen Ness motorcycle, man. I mean, the gas tank on my Harley spray paint. It's got flames on it. You know, it's just spray paint. Looks okay. I don't give a shit. You know, that's pretty. You know, people got a lot of money. Well, and the other thing is, I can do an accounting, start doing the accounting again. And like I was looking in the papers, I mean, freaking this staff accountant's making $80,000 now. They're making more money now than, because I haven't been doing like accounting full time for a long period of time. The last time I was doing accounting, I was doing controller services for probably the largest project in Florida. It was on the west side of Disney. It was, God, that freaking air conditioner motor sounds like shit. It's still running though. It's, keeps doing that shit, but it was $1.5 billion. And I was the controller services. I was the point guy for that shit, for the whole enchilada. And that was also when I was real lean and had like a 30-inch waist, and I was working out 3 hours a day. It all freaking worked out together. I ain't like that now, but I'm probably getting to get there again. But I keep thinking about it. It's not just this shit with the Confederate stuff. I'm breathing that HHO. I've been drinking that water every day. And I get a feeling, you know, as long as the government don't fuck me up, that shit is going to make me live double. Easy. As long as I don't get no vaccination or nothing. So, you know, I'm looking at it that way too. So I can kind of ride out with, you know, lower income or shit like that right now. But I'm working my ass off. I was working on a website all night. Uploaded, converted, and did 4 more articles up there. Basically, these are rare articles that one of the commanders up in Georgia has. I got them up there. I got 4 of them. And I got 2 more to do. I just did a bunch recently. There's the air conditioning making noise again. God damn, man. It wasn't that bad yesterday. I called them up. I got to get the number off the freaking motor. Tell them what the hell number it is. I'm going to roll this bitch in a little place back there. And I got to start cleaning up all that shit. But right now I'm too exhausted. And I got to mow the lawn. But man, I'd like to leave this out in a little, you know, Quonset hut U-shaped thing somehow. But I don't know what the hell I can get for it, but it'd be kind of cool to just leave it out here like this, you know. And maybe tomorrow will be, you know, after I freaking weld up the bracket for that flag and get that box mounted, and there's another box, you know, toolbox going on each side. I get that done. I'm going to try to roll it up in there myself with, you know, probably a rope puller or some shit, see if I can get it in there. Tell you the truth, I know it's not perfect, but to me it's beautiful. I'm telling you, it's beautiful, man. Now I'm looking at it, man. I just love this freaking thing. I just keep looking at it. It's like a fucking work of art. God. It's just, you know, man, I'm happy with this shit. I think there's another guy in Marion Light Artillery Camp 1396. I just designed I did a logo for him. And actually, I'm going to do a physical mail out to those guys. I'm going to ask if anybody's got a cannon too, because we can get together. Because somebody over there said they got a mountain howitzer with a 2 1/4 bore, just like this one. This is a 2 1/4 bore, and he was telling me he put 5 ounces in it. The guy that sold me the cannon barrel told me 4, so I'm going to go with 4 ounces. Cannon powder FFG. I'm going to try to find out I'm going to do a mail out. I got a nice flyer thing to add to it, and I'm going to ask if anybody else got a cannon there. And but I ain't quite ready to get this. Somebody told me that they wanted this someplace tomorrow to go shoot. I'm not ready to do that just yet. I'm not ready for it yet. I am freaking exhausted. I was up all night doing a freaking website, and I basically just working around the clock. That's why I'm like talking so much. I worked around the clock doing this shit. The website, I went this morning and did this. I'm exhausted. I can't imagine what those Confederates did. I was reading when I was putting those articles up from, on the website. I'll tell you where they are. I mean, I'll give you the links. But the guy, they were surprised. The Union was surprised at what the Confederates were equipped with. They had stuff strapped together. It was broken with rawhide. So in other words, they'd have a cannon with busted out spokes that were fixed with rawhide and tree limbs and shit, and everything was falling apart. Their equipment was like barely functional, and there were scarecrows, barefoot, half of them. Some of the companies in Georgia, I was reading, freaking like 90% of them didn't even have shoes, and they were in the weather was going to frost. It was freezing on the ground too at times. I don't even know how these guys. That's why they were like. Do you think they were fighting for slavery? No way in hell, man. You didn't even own the freaking slaves. It was because they were invaded. It was a freaking invasion. And look what happened after the war. They were stealing people's property left and right, raping women, killing Confederates just for the hell of it. They had a whole terrorist gang come down. That's what it was. And that's really what it was during the war, because a lot of the people they put in the Union Army, boy, that air conditioner sounds bad, man. A lot of people in the Union Army, they weren't even freaking Americans. They didn't even speak English. They just put them on a boat, came in a uniform, go down there and kill Native Americans. I think there's going to be a repeat of this shit, too, I think, maybe. I don't know. And I'm going to have to be superhuman. I'm not going to be able to use this to freaking defend myself with. I know that. No way in hell. Can you imagine trying to shoot? I mean, that thing, I can't even aim it. It points up. That's the only way it points, unless you freaking put a big piece of wood underneath it. I mean, that's how you do the elevation. You'd have to. Then it still wouldn't work, because the thing would go backwards. It would be all fucked up. So I'm not sure how that. There must have been. I'm not sure how this thing was on here, man. Because it's. I don't know. Well, whatever. It's on here. Fuck it. That's all I gotta say. And I gotta get it in there because it looks like the rain's gonna coming down. And I can feel it getting cooler. That coolness feels good, man. Yeah. Well, she's. Good enough like that for me, cheapskate, because I can't freaking afford this kind of shit, man. And if you wanna give a contribution to my exhausted body, in a BitChute, I appreciate it very much. I don't care what the hell you give me. If you give me $2, whatever, fine, thank you. I'm freaking dying over here, man. God, I gotta get some water. Shit, I ran out of water. The guy's I gotta get that number off that freaking motor. That damn AC is going. It's still working though. I probably could take that motor apart and put grease in there. And I'll be good to go. Now I gotta work on this shit. That's the next step too. No more shit on this.